So how to test drive a new car before buying it? Hello everyone, this is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you're hunting for a new car, you already know the photos look good and the spec sheet checks out, but there is one thing no spec sheet can tell you: how it feels at highway speeds when the sun's in your face and your kid's soccer bag is in the back. Today, we're walking through the real test drive playbook, step by step, thing by thing, so you don't buy a beautiful mistake. These tips lean heavily on a smart recent article in money.com on how to test drive a new car. Think of this episode as the long seat of the pants version of that checklist. So why this matters? Buying a car is usually your second biggest purchase after a house. So a half-hearted spin around the lot is not enough. The right test drive answers the questions that matter months down the road. Is it comfortable at 3 a.m. driving? Do the technology systems annoy you? Does it actually fit your life? Gym bags, car seats, tools, and so? According to money.com, the test drive isn't a perk. It's your last line of defense. So, per drive, set up the experiment. Before you touch the door handle, prepare for your test drive. Bring the things you carry every day: a backup, a car seat. If you have little ones, even your golf clubs or grocery bags. Sit in the back, try the driver's seat memory. Ask for the exact trim and drivetrain you plan to buy. Different powertrains change everything. Do this and you'll avoid a classic trap: loving the photo but not liking the reality of the car. Money's senior review editors and others repeat this, bringing your daily life into the car driving test. Now, quick practical note: check what the dealership requires you to bring. Some dealers will photocopy your license. If that bugs you, ask ahead. On the lot, the quick mechanical checks are the following: walk around the car and look for damage or panel gaps. Test parking sensors and the surround camera. Have someone walk 3 or 4 feet away from the car to check resolution and field of view. This means it's a good idea probably to go to test drive a new car with a friend or someone that you trust. High resolution cameras exist. Some are embarrassingly low quality. Money highlights how much camera quality varies between brands. I've test driven a lot of cars and I've seen different quality cameras. Now, infotainment and technology. This is an overlooked deal breaker. Pair your phone before you leave the lot. Fire up the navigation. Boot the apps you'll use for commuting or audiobooks. If pairing takes 2 minutes every time, you'll not like it in heavy traffic. Ask whether lane keeper, adaptive cruiser, and other ADAS features can be tried on the freeway, and pay attention to whether they're helpful or intrusive. Systems that beep non-stop get turned off fast, which defeats their purpose, right? These are lessons the pros at money.com and Edmunds hammer on. Now, let's talk about the drive itself. Build a route that mimics your life, like where you go daily. Here's that part where suspense helps. Don't just drive the dealership test loop. Map out 15 to 30 minutes that includes city streets, a stretch of freeway or highway, a bumpy back road, and a parking lot. Picture your weekly routine while you drive it. Ask, would I be okay if in this seat for a 4 or 5 hours trip? Try different drive modes: sports, eco if relevant, and yes, do a full on merge into highway traffic to check acceleration and passing power of your vehicle. Money recommends exactly this variety: curves, bumps, and long straights. Now, I want to leave you 2 practical tests to do during your test drive when buying a new vehicle. The straight line check. Does it track without tugging at the wheel? The panic stop. Now, I want to warn you about this. The panic stop check how the brakes perform. Money's reviewer even jokes about warning the salesperson so you don't cause alarm, but seriously, brakes matter. See how those brakes work. Now listen, the only skill that reveals secrets. Turn everything off, radio, fans, everything. Now listen. Is the cabin noisy at highway speeds? Like I said, turn everything off so you can listen if the cabin is noisy at highway speeds. Are tires singing? Hybrids and electric vehicles should be whispered quiet. Anything else might be masking a mechanical issue. You want to be able to carry on a conversation without shouting, right, inside your car. If you can't note it and ask whether better sound deadening is available on other trims, because higher trims may have better sound deadening. Now, there are some extras. If the dealership will let you take it overnight, if the dealership will allow you to take your test-driven cars overnight, take it. Some brands and dealers allow 24-hour or longer demos. Use them. CarMax and some dealers give repeat test drives or day-long trials. Treat those like gold. If you're looking at a used car, apply the same steps, but add a mechanical inspection and vehicle history report. You've lost factory warranty cover in many cases, so be extra kind of scrutinous. Money emphasizes this live with it approach for catching things you miss in an hour. Short comparison point this is kind of industry voice, what pros say about this. On this, the pros agree. Edmunds, Car and Driver, Kelley Blue Book, they all say the same thing. Do your homework, drive multiple cars back to back and test the exact configuration you plan to buy. That back-to-back comparison is where your gut will finally line up with the data. Now, closer the decision moment. As you get closer, so after the drive, sit in the empty dealership for 5 minutes and think. Did it make the cut, or did you start making excuses? That awkward little "I could get used to it" voice is a trap. Either it met the checklist, daily life, safety technology, noise handling, infotainment that I just discussed, or it didn't. If in doubt, sleep on it, put it on a short list, and test drive the other finalists back to back while your impressions are fresh. Now, I want to leave you some call to actions. What's the single most surprising thing you discovered on a test drive that made you not buy a car? I think it would be very helpful if you share these things with our community in the comment section so other people can benefit from this. Or have you ever taken car home overnight? Did that change your mind for better or worse? Friends, please drop your answers in the comments below. Tell the short, juicy version of that, what happened, where you were, and where you learned, what you learned. I read them, and sometimes I'll use reader stories in future comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is Armen Haryan in this report of how to buy a new car and how to test drive, what to test drive in a new car. Visit us at torquenews.com for daily automotive news. God bless you, everyone. I'll see you soon in our next report. And if you like this report, please give us thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And share in social media with your friends. They may benefit from this checklist. God bless you, and I'll see you soon in our next report.